Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week we're in Ferdinand, Indiana to check out a couple of Joey Longy's cars. Now, Joey's into muscle cars, and for him, the sweet spot is 67 to 71. But not just any muscle cars. For Joey, they gotta be ultra rare, low production number, and absolutely correct. When I saw his collection, I was blown away. And he let me pick a couple to focus on today. So I went with a 70 Ram Air 3 GTO Judge and a 70 446 barrel Plymouth Roadrunner, both convertibles. I figured, how could I go wrong? See what you think. You got great roads out here, Joey.
Yep, no cops.
No cops. You know, that's my favorite kind of road. Joey, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
Good to see you. You know, I've heard about you for a long time. A friend of mine was saying, you know, it's Joey Longy, Ferdinand, he's got this killer muscle car collection. I'm going, yeah, okay, fine. And I came up here, I was like, holy cow. I mean, you have an amazing collection.
Thank you.
And I mean, it's like 30, 35 cars stashed back in there in your gas station. And it's a little bit of everything, but it's all real, rare, low production number muscle. That's what you specialize in, right?
Yes.
Yes, I would say that's true. Well, and I really appreciate you letting me pick out a couple of these to play with today. And I love the fact that we're out here in the country and, you know, we can maybe have some fun with these later.
Yeah.
You never know. But let's start here with this 1970 GTO Judge. Fantastic car. I mean, these things they're beautiful cars. They terrorize the streets. But I don't think I've ever seen this color on one of these. And it's a stock color, right?
Yep.
Called?
It's Orbit Orange.
Orbit Orange.
Yep.
They must not have used it very much.
Not the Judges, and there's believed to be only one Ram Air 3, which this car is, and there's one Ram Air 4.
In this color?
In this color.
Wow.
The 4-speed in it.
And so this was how she came from the factory?
Yep.
Well, you know, and that's the other thing. I mean, all your cars are like, literally, how they came from the factory.
How they come from the factory.
I mean, I'm looking at Polyglass G7014 bias-ply tires. Those look like NOS tires.
Mm-hmm. They are.
They are.
NOS,
They're.
yes.
You know, those aren't cheap.
Nope.
Nope. I guess you would know that, wouldn't you? But I love, you know, it's so 70s, man. You know, this insane color, this wild stripe package, and then, you know, almost the Peter Max, the Judge.
Yep.
You know, the graphics, the font is just so wild. And the hood tack was always a fave of mine. You know, there's nothing like sitting behind the wheel of one of these and looking out over that.
So you're looking out the windshield, you can just see it.
Yeah. And it's just, she's perfect. The interior must have been redone, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just too good. But what a great dash. And I had a 67 GTO. And so you still got the wood grain, 3 pods. I think the 67 had 4, but I like those big pods. I love the engine turn trim there. And they came with a T-handle hearse stock?
Yep.
Gosh. And this is a correct steering wheel, right?
Yep. They had 2 different styles.
Because that's like a modern wheel almost. You know, back in the day, they were so much bigger diameter, but so much thinner. This is like a modern steering wheel, smaller diameter and kind of fat.
Yep. And they had a bigger one too, but I guess that's probably where they got the Trans Ams later too. That's kind of like a Trans Am series.
And then, you know, all the way back here to this massive wing. I mean, this sucker's pretty big.
Yep. Oh, I think it's the biggest wing, the GTO wing is.
Yeah. And this is an original.
Yep.
And how do you tell it's an original?
Well, there's a little hole down on the bottom here that you can tell there's one little pinhole in there. You can tell it's original.
That's it. So if you go look at a car and you don't see that there, it's been added.
Either that or they bonded over or they did something, but you could tell if it's a NOS or not.
So what, 400?
400.
4-speed. Let's go look at that baby. Oh man, that is just beautiful. Kind of that almost blue-gray Pontiac block color. I always like that. And then these are the ports for the Ram Air?
Yeah, there's 2 holes here, go down in here. And you just flick a little switch in the inside, and that's what opens it up.
It's actually a mechanical.
Mechanical,
wheel, huh?
yep.
How about that? I didn't know that. Gosh, Joey, I mean, it's gorgeous, man. It's perfect. I feel like I'm at the showroom.
Yep.
Yep.
Got the original kind of.
Oh yeah, even the
they
markings.
try to get the markings right.
Yeah. And all your, I mean, all the tags and stuff, and all the stickers. Yeah, your chalk markings. Gosh, all the numbers on the hoses. I've died and gone to heaven. And you know, knowing you, this thing's been gone over top to bottom. Everything is the way it's supposed to be.
Yes, it won gold at the Pontiac Nationals.
Did it?
Yeah.
Were people like just swarming around it?
Yeah.
And how does she run?
She runs fine.
Really?
Runs just like a brand new car.
Man. You know, I think I'll take it out. You wouldn't mind if I drove this, would you?
Nope. Go right ahead.
Oh, close that baby up there, Joey, and let's go cruising. Ooh, that's nice. You got her set up nice, Joey. Man, what a day for a drive.
Yep.
You know, for a completely stock suspension setup, this baby just floats down the road. It just handles beautifully, rides beautifully too.
Yes, it does ride nice.
It's kind of luxury muscle.
Yes.
You know, the whole Judge, I mean, that came from Laugh-In, the TV show. That's where the Judge came from. Here comes Judge.
Yep. And I don't know exactly what the Judge package is, but I think it's the Stride.
I think it is mostly detailing and such 70s looking letters, you know, just that kind of balloon, the Judge. Man, there's just so many cool features. Love the hood on these cars. You know, the dual scoops, and she is a Ram Air. Just such a menacing looking hood. I've always loved the hood tack. I had a 67 GTO, didn't have a hood tack, always kind of wanted to have one. I think that really sets the car off.
I guess it's meant so you can see it when you're shifting. You don't have to look down.
It's one of the first heads-up displays, really. I mean, it's right out there. Clutch is great, she shifts beautifully. What a great exhaust note. Oh man, I'm back in 1970. Oh man. Really tough to behave yourself in this car, I gotta tell you. But that Roadrunner is calling out to me. I think that's a pretty sweet machine too. Probably just about as strong.
More strong.
Well, let's go check that baby out.
All right.
Joey, that GTO, that is a fantastic car. I felt like I was in 1970. That drives like a brand new car.
It's very tight. Isn't
Very tight. Just, and you know, solid, smooth, elegant muscle.
Yep.
Now let's talk about something that's more just raw muscle. Mopar. Mopar muscle. So we got another 70.
Yep.
So we got a 70 Plymouth Roadrunner, 446 barrel setup, and a convertible, another convertible.
Yep.
Very rare, right?
Very rare.
How many?
About around 30. I don't know how many in this color, but around 30 six-packs were made.
Wow. You know, these high-impact Mopar colors are so insane. And this was Limelight, right?
Limelight.
Limelight in the Plymouth, and it was Sublime in the Dodge, same color, but Limelight. Now, how much of this stuff was, you know, you bought this package, and how much of it was, you know, I want this option, I want that option?
I know the stripes are an option.
Yeah.
Your Ram Air was an option.
Oh, the air grabber thing comes up
grabber.
there? Yeah, I like that.
And this was an option. You could have had just, you know, 446 pipe, but they had a blinker set up in here. And then you got the dust trail.
The Roadrunner beep beep dust trail.
Beep beep dust trail. And then the wing in the back was also an option.
Man, it's a great car, but this white interior just sets this car off. And it's got a white top too, right? Yeah, when I came here, I think he had the top up, and a lot of convertibles don't look good with the top up. This car even looks good with the top up because of the white. But you know, you compare and contrast those two cars. You know, the GTO, fairly refined, you know, this beautiful wood grain dash and, you know, the three big pods and everything. Engine turn. You know, here it's black plastic. You got a couple big gauges, your tach, your speedometer. But the gas and the temperature, the oil pressure, the ammeter are these little $50 size gauges, and that's just how they were, huh?
Yep, that's just how they were.
It's just, I mean, it's kind of a
Maybe
strange
that's why
look.
they blew them up.
Maybe that's, I think it was just got that foot in the carburetor all the time. I think that's what it was, if you ask me. But, you know, that's the way it is. And, you know, I mean, I love the thing all around. I love these high back buckets because they're actually, you know, they look good and they're pretty comfortable. But man, the wing too sets this thing off in back, which again was an option, right?
Yes.
And
stripe was also, I think the stripe was also an option in different colors. They could order different colors.
Is that luminescent? Is that a reflective stripe?
Yep.
Because man, and you know, doing it in white though, I think this car just, man, it just really comes together. And for something that's really made to be in your face muscle, this has got a pretty elegant look. And I think it's the white that does it.
Yes.
I think that's what makes this thing just kind of look a little higher end.
Yes.
And you've done it right again. I mean, she's just beautiful. So now the 446 barrel was a pretty rare option for this car?
Yes. Very, very rare. 383s are the most. They only made 2 Hemis.
Yeah.
Convertibles, and there's only 1 left. So, and then the 440s next.
Let's go look at that baby. Yeah, now that's high impact. I mean, Mopar always did the body color in the engine bay. So you got limelight, then a big honking orange block and the orange 6-barrel setup, and the purple Roadrunner beep beep horn. That's hilarious.
And the ram air.
That's the air grabber. And
Air grabber.
It's vacuum controlled, right?
Yep.
Wow. So this is the what? This is the dam.
That's what dams and shuts it off and turns it back on.
And then she lifts up and.
Yep. Actually, this piece right here I need to change. This is actually not for air grabber hood, but I do got a piece that this here is gone, so the air can come through here and go directly into.
Got it. And these were very fast cars. They never stopped particularly well, and that doesn't look like she's got power brakes.
Nope.
It doesn't. There's no power brakes. That's
most of them. Well, just for horsepower to go fast.
Stop. Who needs to stop? Yep. And what an interesting. I mean, your exhaust manifolds are kind of weird on that too. They basically come up and over and down, don't they?
Get them up and over and down. Usually on the 440s, they're all like this to come up and come down, so they can fit them in there.
Man. And this is another strong runner.
Oh yeah.
Well,
very strong.
We didn't get busted last time out, but we weren't in a Mopar.
Yep.
Shall we try again?
We'll try it again.
Close her up. All right, Mopar away. Here we go. You know, that sounds strong right off the bat, doesn't it?
Yep.
And nothing says Mopar like a pistol grip shifter, I do declare. Here we go. Can I play with the air grabber scoop? Here we go. It's like Jaws. You don't mind if I give it just a little gas? In that case, here we go. All 4! Yowza! Take me back in time. Man, that's fun. Driving through the fields of southern Indiana, I like this, man. So, you know, the GTO is, like you were saying, it's a little bit more refined. This baby's more raw right off the bat. I mean, it's...
Actually, the Roadrunner, I think, was the cheapest muscle car back in the era.
Yeah, you're probably right, yeah. You know, that's what I was looking for, right there. That's what I was looking for. I love that field. And you know, so much of these Mopars, they were so cartoonish in a lot of ways. I mean, just the styling and everything was everything was accentuated, everything said muscle, but the crazy colors, you know, limelight and Moulin Rouge and Panther Pink, and I mean, it was just crazy. It was like a big cartoon.
And I liked it.
Oh, I do too. case you forgot, it has a 440 in it. Told you right there. Oh yeah, I forgot what engine I had. It's a 440.
Actually, the 440s ran better in a quarter mile than the Hemis did.
They really did, and they broke less often too.
Yeah.
I love that air grabber scoop.
I just love that, man.
It rams it right in there.
So until our next meeting, remember, honor the timeless classics. I'm Dennis Gage. Happy motoring.